Ah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin and welcome to your latest Chelsea transfer news. Since the last video, obviously there's been a lot more updates that has happened in regards to Maignan, in regards to Jamie Gittens, and in regards to Hugo Ekitike. These are the three main targets that we're going for before Club World Cup. The summary of the things before we go through all the latest news and give you guys the update as to what the latest situation is for all three of these players. The summary is it looks like Hugo Ekitike, that deal is going to take a little bit of time. That deal is a little bit more complex. Frankfurt are not. They're not budging. They're adamant for the 100 million euros price tag. So there needs to be a little bit more work that needs to happen over there for it to go over the line. But Jamie Gittens and Maignan literally is just few millions away for that deal to happen. I've just seen the highlights of Germany versus France in the Nations Cup playoff, and third place playoff, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. And he played really well. He kept very, very well. And this is why we need to be so careful off the back of that match against Spain. Maignan, we shouldn't be judging him over each performances. We should be judging him as a holistic point of view. He's a top goalkeeper. There's no two ways about that. Enzo Maresca apparently watches a lot of Italian football, which is not too far-fetched at all. He's Italian as well, so you can understand that he watches Serie A. And he wants Maignan. That is the bottom line, ladies and gentlemen. Enzo Maresca wants Maignan. He's not convinced about any of the goalkeepers that we have. So that deal, look, as much as all of the kerfuffle that's been happening, all the chaos that's been happening, I expect it to get done. I really do expect it to get done. Even though there's a lot of confusion around it, I expect it to get it done before Club World Cup and going into Club World Cup with a new goalkeeper. Jamie Gittens, that's a bit of a, touch and go situation. If that's actually going to happen before Club World Cup, we once again definitely want Jamie Gittens. He's the number one target in the left wing position. It's no one else. It's not Nico Williams. It's not Rodrigo. It is Jamie Gittens. You all know how I feel about Jamie Gittens. I feel like, we're taking another development player on top of so many other development players that we're going for. But nonetheless, this is the club philosophy. This is the club mantra, I suppose. This is what the club believes in now. And we just have to hope that it happens. So let's go through the latest news, ladies and gentlemen. This is since the last video. If you've missed out on the last video, look, it doesn't matter. But if you want to go and check out what happened in the last video, which was earlier today, UK time in the afternoon, I suppose. And at that point, two bids. One bid for Maignan was rejected and one bid for Jamie Gittens was rejected. And since then, this is what has happened. It's not about Milan rejecting or accepting bids right now. It's time to talk between clubs. Chelsea want a solution by Tuesday night, or they can continue with their keeper or maybe go for a different new target. So Tuesday night is when the transfer window closes, this initial transfer window before Club World Cup starts on the 16th of June, I believe. And after that, once the Club World Cup starts, the window opens again and they can renegotiate. So I think the first part of the window, the 10 days, it finishes on June the 10th. And we want to bring in this player before that window closes so he can join us for Club World Cup. I think even after, when Club World Cup starts, negotiations can happen, but obviously you're not going to be able to bring the player in the group stages. You may be able to bring the player in after the group stages, which I don't think Maresca is against it, but he wants them before the competition starts so they can start gelling. And we are serious. We want to win this trophy. This is a huge trophy. We want to win it. So let's see if we can get Maignan before Tuesday. Maignan is an important target for Chelsea to do, coming from Fabrizio Romano. Look, it's concrete that we want this goalkeeper. And as I said, there's been many reports previously that Maresca is not convinced with any of our current goalkeepers. However many reports we see from all sorts of journalists that, we're very, very content with what we have. We believe in what we have. No, we don't believe in Sanchez. We don't believe in Jorgensen. In fact, we don't even believe in Petrovic. That is the real truth about all of this situation. Enzo Maresca always watches Italian football and really appreciates Maignan. There you go. more context as to why Mike Maignan, not just only because of his 1 year left in his contract, he doesn't want to be in AC Milan because they don't have any European football. And he wants to join Chelsea. He's already said yes to joining Chelsea. He understands and appreciates the project that we're doing at Chelsea Football Club. So, as I said, I expect this to happen. Chelsea were interested in Maignan last year. He is long-term target, but Milan refused to sell him. That's true. We did want him last year, and even the year before, if you guys remember, it was between Onana and Mike Maignan. And Maignan ended up staying at Milan. Onana went to Man United. So, it's not like out of the blue that we want Mike Maignan. There has been interest that's been going on for a while. Allegri tries to convince Maignan, but he has made it clear he wants to go to Chelsea, and he has said to his management he will run out of his contract if he doesn't move this summer. That's true. All the leverage is with us, ladies and gentlemen. All the leverage. He's only got 1 more year left. And if Milan doesn't sell him now, they're going to miss out on money. He's going to end up going on free. He can sign a pre-contract agreement in January next year, 2026. And I'm pretty sure he'll probably join us by then as a free agent. So Milan, yes, you're not appreciating the bids that we've put in. I think the last bid that got rejected was £12.6 million. I'm sure we're going to come back and maybe sweeten it up to £15 million max. And Milan take it. Believe me, you're just going to end up losing the player for nil. I think Milan wants 20 million, and it's a negotiation. We're not going to give you 20 million. Give us a bit of discount. Player doesn't want you. So we shall see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. But as I said, I expect this to happen. Positive contacts between both clubs this afternoon for Mike Maignan. This is a Milan source, and he's been adamant that this deal is going to happen. So hopefully we hear from David Ornstein very, very soon. And it's the final dagger. Ornstein doesn't want to play tiki-taka football. Ornstein doesn't want to do foreplay. He just wants to penetrate straight in, get the job done, get out of there. So hopefully we see David Ornstein talking about Mike Maignan very, very soon and giving us that dagger that Maignan is coming to Chelsea Football Club. Now, next up, ladies and gentlemen, information in regards to Gittens. As I said, 3 players that we are concrete in regards to bringing them in before the Club World Cup, and not just Club World Cup, bringing them in at Chelsea Football Club. This is the second one, Jamie Gittens. Get ready, new bid for Jamie Gittens is incoming. Chelsea want to try to be fast. I'll give you details soon, but it will include add-ons to try strike an agreement. Chelsea held talks today with Dortmund. Joe Shields, again, is doing a special job in this with a mark of ex-City Academy on Chelsea team. So there you go, Joe Shields, Manchester City, ex-academy personnel. Obviously, Maresca knows everything about Manchester City as well. Gittens knows all of these players that we've brought in from Manchester City Academy: Cole Palmer, Delap, Lavia, and so on and so forth. So Gittens feels like they can reinvent that squad again, and hopefully the chemistry between all of them will flourish, and that will get the best out of everyone. And hopefully we turn it into a supreme unit where all of these players grow together, mature together, and hopefully all of that turns into trophies for us. Ultimately, that's what it's all about, trophies. So latest bid hopefully incoming, and it's going to have quite a lot of bonuses and add-ons. We are adamant once again that 30 million plus some bonuses, maybe reach it to 35 to 40 million in all of that add-ons. But I think Dortmund want in excess of 40 million. So let's see. Once again, in this case, player is convinced. Player wants to join only Chelsea Football Club, and he wants to leave ASAP. Dortmund wants Chukwuemeka in the deal, and they also want Gittens to stick around for the Club World Cup and maybe look after the Club World Cup, because Dortmund also in Club World Cup. Chelsea are really trying to push for Gittens in the next few hours. He's very highly rated by Chelsea board, and I can reveal today that they had a verbal bid rejected in January for him. There you go. So we went for him in January as well, and we had a bid rejected. So he's another one of those ones that seems like we've wanted him for a very, very long time. So all of these rumors about all these other wingers, forget about it, especially Nico Williams. us admiring Nico Williams. Now, we admire Jamie Gittens. That's who we admire. I have been told that there is no concrete negotiations now. This is in regards to Ekitike, ladies and gentlemen. Negotiations between Chelsea and Frankfurt for Ekitike. Only a phone call 2 days ago to ask about the price, which is 100 million euros. Let's wait until later in the window. Maybe I'll give this 35% chance as it stands. Fabrizio now has the percentage meter. He likes to give percentages. He gave a percentage to Maignan, 60% initially. Now it's gone down to 45%. I don't know what percentage it is right now with Maignan, with Fabrizio Romano. Maybe it's higher. It's gone up higher. He's giving 35% chance in this window for Ekitike. Look, we are also going for Ekitike. Whether this happens this window or not, we shall see. Maybe it will happen down the track, but there'll be a lot of work that needs to happen here because Frankfurt are at their 100 million euros. Let's be honest. This player, it's a joke if we pay 100 million. It is a joke. He shouldn't be any more than 60. I think we've quoted somewhere around 67 million pounds. That in itself is more than fair. More than fair. But looks like some more work that needs to be done. Who knows? Maybe we send a player or two over there to Frankfurt to sweeten the deal up. But we shall see. It will be impossible for Chelsea to sign Ekitike ahead of the Tuesday Club World Cup deadline. There you go. So this one's far more complex. This one's not going to happen before Club World Cup. It's a bigger deal. And we're not going for any other strikers. Osimhen, that is a madness. I thought he's already selected Saudis. Now he's not. He's rejected Saudi. He's waiting for Europe maybe. I don't know. Sometimes I think, look, it doesn't seem like it's about money anymore, does it, with Osimhen? Because if it was about money, like Saudis are throwing money at his face. Insane money. And he's rejecting that. He's not going there. So it's pure. It's definitely not purely based on money. I feel like Chelsea go in there. You tried your best last summer to sign this player. Find out exactly what he wants and see if you can negotiate. Look, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not. Victor Osimhen's not going to happen. Victor Gyökeres is not going to happen. But I wish it did. I really wish it did. We are going for Ekitike. We are going for more talented superstars for the future. But all of this stuff, I feel like there's always an element of risk. I know there's an element of risk getting players like Osimhen. You know, they don't always bang when they come to Chelsea. But at least you can see their track work and you go, you know what? You have a track work of great performances. You know, it's more reasonable to think if we buy you, you're going to do well. Whereas Ekitike, these guys don't have a track work, and it's really a question mark whether they're going to do well at Chelsea Football Club or in the Premier League. So do you want to take that much of a gamble, especially when this guy's worth around 100 million euros? So let's see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. But it's not happening for Club World Cup, and Ekitike is the concrete target for us in the striker position. We've already got Dilap. We're going for Ekitike. Now, next up, some current Chelsea news in regards to the current players that we have. Chelsea have a feeling that many top clubs are watching Moises Caicedo progress, so they are going to prepare a new contract to be presented to the player in the next few months where he is likely to sign. He deserves a new contract nonetheless, whether other teams are looking at him or not. He deserves a new contract. He's had a stellar season before that under Pochettino right at the end. The second half of the season was magnificent as well. Last season that just finished, he was impeccable. He was flawless. He deserves a new contract. He deserves to break the 150,000 per week wages and earn a lot more. And he deserves to stay at Chelsea Football Club for a very, very long time with a bumper deal. I hope it happens. And I hope it happens not because other clubs may be looking at him, because we value him a lot more. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, several clubs are trying to sign Andrey Santos and make a deal happen, but Chelsea are planning with the player, and Santos also wants to stay. Fantastic to hear that Andrey Santos is fully in belief with Chelsea Football Club, and Chelsea wants to keep him as well. I want to see him in Club World Cup shine for us. It's natural that other clubs are interested. They want, some polite request for his services. Very, very natural. He's a very gifted midfielder. He's had a stellar season at Strasbourg. I think he's ended up winning the young French Liga player of the season. So he's one of the best midfielders from last season. So it's not surprising that other clubs are looking to get his signature, but looks like Chelsea's got a big future for him. He wants to stay as well, and we want to keep him. So hopefully that turns out to be a great story for us. As I said, I can't wait to see him in Club World Cup. Now, let's have a look if there's any other latest news that has popped up since then. No, this is all about international football. So that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about everything, the latest 3 targets, the latest news on the 3 concrete targets that we're going for. Let me know in the comment section how you feel. Smash up the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification. Stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, take care. See ya.